Welcome back. Hi, this is Natalie. You've landed on Starlight Skies Tarot, and tonight's read is pick a card. We have 3 decks, 3 paths. Let's see which one's calling your name tonight. We have pile 1, Crescent Moon, pile 2, Witch Hat, and the Star. So let's dive in, just see which one's calling you. And we're going to start with the first deck, pile 1. We have their current thoughts and emotions towards this connection. We have, well, they're looking at commitment. They're wanting something serious with you. Now, what they're not telling you this, right? They're keeping their cards close to their chest. Why? Why are they doing that? It's not the right timing. They're, for whatever reason, behind the scenes, are not ready yet to come forward with this confession. Your advice, pile 1, Queen of Wands, keep being creative, keep pouring into yourself, allow this to come in, right? So you're attracting it by doing that, right? Not controlling. And currently I'm working through this energy, learning how to convert. We all contain both masculine and feminine, but sometimes I lean too much into the masculine, especially in relationships, so I had to really repatternize, relearn, and even in business, across the board. There's a time to do masculine, there's a time to be in your leading role as a feminine, right? You're dominant in one or another, and I'm not going too deep down that rabbit hole. I love you all. So, yeah, but you get what I'm talking about. So, good job, pile 1. Looks like you've got good things ahead. Let's go into the Witch's Hat, pile 2. Their current energy is, well, they're looking at the connection in you as a new, they want a new beginning. They're not, again, you have the moon. There's unspoken desire here. They're not coming forth. There's things in their life maybe they've kept hidden from you. Why? Because they have some triggers that need to still be healed. They need to learn how to emotionally own their emotions. Maybe, God, I'm not a psychiatrist, but for whatever X, Y, and reason, people get hurt, either in childhood trauma or later in life. That's a hard one to unlearn, to allow to work on self and claim who you are, your emotions, right? How you're supposed to handle this person while they're in their healing. They want a beginning, but they're not ready. There's obviously still a lot this person needs to catch up to. So your advice is keep your cup open. Yes, you can hold your cup open to this person, but I always tell people, do not wait on people. Do not, because they may not come back, right? So you can only help people so much by being compassionate. But yeah, at some point you have to have boundaries and self-love. This only drains you if you're very uncertain where they stand and they keep things hidden. No transparency, no clarity. Fuck, man. I mean, that's really hard to deal with. It's hard enough to deal with our own shadow, but when you have to, I always said I'm nobody's therapist. Healers really lead people to heal themselves, to hold healthy boundaries and, tools you can use to better yourself. Work on yourself. I've been bettering myself for the past 10 years over different things and situations, and I'll never stop. I fell in love with feeding my soul things to grow. So to me, enlightenment, consciousness, becoming the best that I can be across the board is very important to me. So lean into love, compassion, understand where this person's coming from, but don't get caught up in being an enabler. So pile 3, the moon star. If you pick pile 3 with the moonstone star, we have victory. They're seeing this as a win. They're seeing, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want to go for. Again, what's up? They want to tell you they love you, but they haven't told you again. Or maybe this is a new person coming in. Possibly pile 3. This feels kind of like a new person to me, where the first 2 felt like somebody you already know. This pile, if you pick pile 3, this one feels like a new person. We have somebody who is slowly coming toward you, but this person you can trust. This person's not a reckless. This person's somebody you can count on, somebody who has their word. They're working towards strong family. Pentacles, a stable offer, right? They want victory. They want the King of Cups. They want that. They want emotional, to give you their heart, and they're coming slowly, but they're coming to give you an offer. So how to handle this? Oh my gosh. I just said it felt like a new person, but we got the 6 of Cups. I believe this is how to handle this is try to learn. This card's more for you, where I think what it's trying to say is, yeah, I think you've been hurt before. I mean, obviously we all have, but sometimes we can get in that mind frame of automatically waiting for that other shoe to drop, instead of allowing, maybe, you don't trust a lot of people. Trust is an issue with you. But what you can do, guys, is you can trust yourself. You can lean into that intuition. You can absolutely ask for clarity. And I've told people this too, that when you're dating somebody, I think it is important to say, what are what I'm looking for, a connection that has the opportunity to grow into something long-term and more. Doesn't mean that's going to be with you, whoever I'm having a lunch with or coffee with. Doesn't mean you, but I think those intentions should be up front, because if you hear and reply, well, I'm looking for the same, or I'm not really looking for a serious connection right now, then that tells you that you're misaligned right there. And I'm not shaming the other person who doesn't want a connection, because whatever works for them works for them. I'm not living their life. We're all above 18 here. And some people, maybe that fits into their world better for whatever reason. I do believe in no matter what path you choose, you should always be kind and compassionate and considerate to the other person. Even if you know what I'm saying, you really should say, to sit down and, what I want this done to do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Would you do this? Would you feel a bit comfortable if your partner is going to do that activity, go somewhere, hang out somewhere, whatever the situation may be? Would you feel comfortable with that? Then you don't do it, right? And I think this person you can trust. I think you've been hurt so bad in the past that you're forgetting not everybody is like that. And so you can trust yourself. You can ask for clarity. And obviously not on the first couple of dates. You're just getting to know each other. But if it extends longer than that, and there are red flags you can tell in between there, right? If people pop in sporadically, if they never take you anywhere, if they don't invest in you, if it's just, hey, what's up? And nothing, they don't want to know anything about your life, and they don't want to take you around their friends or their family. That's a red flag right there. As a relationship progresses, it should be going towards those steps. And ladies, men know very quickly, I'd say 3 to 6 months, they know what category you are. You're fun, or are you the one that checks off all the boxes? If you're fun, they're not going to invest in you too heavily, right? They're going to breadcrumb you and give you just enough oxygen to crave more, right? It actually does change your brain. topography, you know, that your chemicals, that it's like a hit a crack, you know. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful accepting breadcrumbs. Allow benefit of the doubt. Yes, people do get busy, but if you see patterns, that's your signal, and you don't get clarity. If they're always giving you some bullshit answer, finding time for everybody else, but they can't find time for you, honey. Yeah, don't love yourself. Love yourself, and if they can't see the magic in you, honey, that's their loss, right? But this person come and they see the magic. They see you. All right, I hope this was helpful for you. If so, hey, don't forget to grab your freebie. I made a freebie on samples of my work that I do on Canva. That's why I keep the costs low. I do have 2 lunar workbooks. I will be shouting out on my full moon reads and ritual next week. Be sure you catch that. But I do have a freebie. I'm into health and wellness too, and you might find it helpful. It's just a tool to ground and work with moon magic energy and just the Empress energy all together. All right, I love you all. Be sure you stay grounded, stay elected, and next time I'll see you under the starlight skies. Bye.